There is a beautiful lady up there with Rip Oliver and Buddy Rose. I know this lady, but I'm going to let Buddy Rose do the introducing.
Playboy Buddy Rose. I'm going to knock the Playboy off and just say Buddy Rose. Buddy Rose has a special announcement to make to all the people. About 4 months ago, Matt Bourne came up here on television and he said to everybody, "Can you believe it? Buddy Rose is trying to take out my sister." Well, I'll tell you what. For 4 months, I have been going out with Matt Bourne's sister. Now, I'll tell you something. It's going to be a shock to you just as much to Matt Bourne and Matt Bourne's father. She understands, and I understand, and I want everybody else to understand. Last Tuesday night, I wrestled Roddy Piper for the United States heavyweight title. I did not win the title. I won it for about 2 minutes until Dutch Savage came out and reversed the decision, and Roddy Piper and I wrestled again, and then Roddy won. Well, I'll tell you what, Piper, it was a hell of a match, and it could have gone either way. I'm not going to say that you're the better man or I'm the better man. It was a hell of a match, and you can admit to the people, Piper, you could have lost that night just as easy. But I had made plans, and the plans were this. I asked Tony Ray Bourne to marry me, and she accepted, and we are going to be we were going to be married in the future if I would have won the United States heavyweight title. I told her I would have to go out and travel. When I did not win the United States heavyweight title, I decided to get married today at 2 o'clock in Milwaukee, Oregon, and was it a beautiful wedding, Rip?
It's just like the Playboy does. Everything he does is first class. It was a first-class wedding. Beautiful.
Well, Tony Bourne and Matt Bourne, you're seeing it now. Tony Ray is my wife.
And I must say, I've known Tony Ray for some 12, 15 years, and I must say to Tony Ray, I must congratulate you, and it is Mrs. Buddy Rose.
Thank you very much, Frank. I'm very, very happy. I do have one thing to say, though. I know my father and my brother don't agree with this marriage. They don't go along with it at all. But I want everybody to know I love my brother and I love my father. I've been around wrestling all my life, and I realize that they have to do what they have to do, but so does Buddy. And although I love my brother and my father very much, I have fallen in love with Buddy Rose, and I've married him, and I'm very, very happy.
Now, I love her very much. I gotta have this. We're gonna stay happily married, and Matt Bourne, Tony Bourne, whenever we step in that squared circle, she understands, she still loves you, but listen, we're going to have to do what we have to do. If it's for the championship belt, I'm going after it. I don't care what. You people are probably all just as much in shock. I love this woman. I'm going to stay with this woman the rest of my life. It's not Playboy Buddy Rose anymore. It's Buddy Rose and Tony Ray Rose. And that's the way it's going to stay. Your mother accepted it very well. Your stepfather accepted it. It was a beautiful wedding. My best man accepted it. We had a nice time. And tomorrow, we are going to take off for Honolulu, Hawaii, and we are going to celebrate. And when you see me again, I'm going to have a beautiful tan. I need a rest. And then I'm going to have a reception when we come back. Tom Peterson, you are invited to my reception when I come back from Hawaii. I would like you to come over to my house for the reception. Thank you very much. I'm inviting Alan Tonkin to my reception. Don Owens, as much as you might like me or don't like me, I think you owe me enough respect to show up at my reception. And I'll tell you what, it's going to be beautiful. The Playboy's off to Honolulu. You two have got to take care of business. And then the Playboy will be back with a beautiful tan, start building a life for us too. Maybe we'll even see a couple of little toddlers coming along in the next couple of years, right? I'm very happy she's happy, but Matt Bourne and Tony Bourne, I'm sorry. That's the respect I'm going to show for you, but that's the way it is. She understands. And we're married and happily married. And Frank?
I've got to say, congratulations. You did better than I thought you could do.
Roddy Piper, I still haven't forgotten you. We'll get it on again some city, some state, somewhere. But tonight, I'm going after you, and it's going to happen, brother.
Mr. and Mrs. Buddy Rose, the former Tony Ray Bourne. That's never happened before. We'll be right back. Once again, Tom Peterson. Well, put that in your bong and smoke it. Tony Ray Bourne, the brother of Matt, the daughter, of course, Tough Tony Bourne. Now, Mrs. Buddy Rose. I had just heard very, very recently some rumors about that. To tell you the truth, I couldn't believe it. But it has happened. Buddy Rose, no longer the Playboy, and I'll tell you, if the Playboy is watching, which I doubt very seriously, I think he's got better things to do. But I just did it. It's going to be tough to shed the Playboy. We'll make every effort to. We can at least respect his decision to change his nickname. But trying to make it Buddy Rose does not have any effect, as you could hear, on the Army. Buddy Rose will be wrestling later on this evening. Some of the crowd, I tell you, the crowds have been flocking. Every Sunday morning, we want to keep you up to date on what's happening. We'll be talking about what just happened on that interview on KYXI. Wrestling wrap-up every Sunday morning. 3 different shows at 8:17, 9:17, and 10:17. Well, that was a quick change. From the wedding to the ring. Going to Maui for the honeymoon. Well, this is what's been happening all week long. Thesz, 6-time world champion, the referee. And watch this crowd explode. Here he comes. Maybe the most popular wrestler of all time in the Northwest. Certainly one of them. In fact, I think I have to say, look at this, the standing ovation. They did this for over 5 minutes Tuesday night. Big shot. Beautiful shot. I've never seen it like this week. Never.
Everybody shut up!
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be the best 2 out of 3 falls or to a TV time limit. Introducing in this corner the team of Rip Oliver and Playboy Buddy Rose. His opponent in this corner, the team of Steve Regal and Roddy Piper. The referee for this match is Thesz, the ex-world champion. Now the rules are this, that all 4 men are in the ring at the same time, and if you beat one of them, well, your side has gained a fall. And the one that wins the best 2 out of 3 falls here will be the winner or a TV time limit. That's understood? Okay, let them go.
Well, I have to admit it. I never wanted to. But the reception Tuesday especially, and I think even tonight, exceeds any even for the great Lonnie Main. and I don't like saying that to Ronnie Bain. A very good friend for a long time, but Roddy Piper. This is both men entering at the same time. On each team, that is. Piper and Rose are both outside. They want the crowd to quiet down. All four men in the ring. The first of the teams to win 2 falls. And using retreat as a tactic, Buddy Rose and Rip Oliver failing out. In the ring, Steve Regal and the United States Heavyweight Champion, Roddy Piper from Glasgow, Scotland. This kind of reception happened everywhere this week. I happen to be in Longview. Saw the same thing there. Down at Salem. Little trickery on the part of the man from Scotland. It's going to be hard to call it. It's happening all over. Rose thrown out of the ring. Oliver follows him. Everybody's back in the ring. Well, just keep that camera wide. Let you see it. I can't keep up with it. Verbally, Oliver, Piper, watch out. They're going to ram them together. Now they stopped short. Turnbuckle treatment on Regal. Snapmare by Rose. In the other corner, Piper working on Oliver. A man in the middle. Wrestling still at the age of 63. 6-time world champion Lou Thesz. Knee lift. They drop one. Watch out. Piper's going to get Rose. Piper's on Rose. Double knee drop to the hamstring. And they're going to double team. The spread eagle by 2 men. Going opposite directions, and you know where that hurts somebody Rose. And Oliver's going to get it. Both men in a ring on each team. That means all 4 are legally in a ring. The team that wins 2 falls first. The winners are to a TV time limit. Snapmare. Another snapmare. Foot stomp on Rose by Piper. Same old, same old. On Oliver by Regal. Whip. And the sleeper. Piper has the sleeper on Rose. Scott Oliver gets away from Regal. controversial
5 minutes
thumb
going in the match. 5 minutes.
Piper outside the ring on the floor. Rose outside the ring, working on a groggy Roddy Piper, U.S. heavyweight champion. And I must admit, probably the most popular wrestler ever in my memory in the Northwest. Watch out. He tried to suplex him. Rose gets put up on the ropes from outside. Piper like a whirling dervish with his punches. Watch out, Oliver up behind him. He nails. Everybody's out of the ring. Rose tried to suplex Piper on the concrete, and that could have been dangerous. That could cause serious injury, but of course that's what Rose has in mind. Remember the RODDY, they're known as the cripplers. Joe Lightfoot, the most recent one, injured his shoulder. He's out of action for a few months. Watch out. Oh, Piper going in the corner after him, went all the way up, hit the steel ring post. Regal gets the turnbuckle treatment. Over the top rope goes Regal. Oh, double two-man body drop across the top rope. They're both coming off. Double foot stomp from off the turnbuckles. Piper is pinned. That's the first fall.
The winners of the first fall, Rip Oliver and Playboy Buddy Rose.
In a moment, we're going to be reviewing once again where wrestling is coming up in the next week. I want to remind you that on Saturday, July 4th, special 4th of July treat for the youngsters, it'll be Kids Day. All kids in with a admitted free with one paid adult admission.
Stay back away from
you got
the
a couple
ring.
kids and only mom can come, that's okay. If there's two of you adults, mom and dad, and you got three kids, bring it along, they'll let them in free. And that is on the 4th of July. The women wrestlers are in town, are in the Northwest, and they're going to be around Velvet McIntyre and Princess Victoria, who has made her home in Oregon the last 4 years down in Salem. They're going to be in some of the cards, including the one tomorrow at Newport, Oregon, and it'll be my pleasure to be there too. Tomorrow in Newport at the high school gym, 7 o'clock card. South Albany High School on Monday. Tuesday, the wrestling is down in Roseburg. Wednesday, Medford. Thursday, Salem at the Grand Theater, and there's a tag team.
Herbal Kitchen.
Well, the leader may be married, but the Army's still intact. The Destroyer, Rip Oliver, tag team champions, and of course, the General, Buddy Rose.
Frank Bonema, all I can hear everywhere we go is Oliver and Destroyer. You don't want to mess with Matt Bourne and Steve Regal because you're flirting with disaster. Well, let me tell you something, Matt Bourne and Steve Regal. When you mess with Oliver and Destroyer, we are the masters of disaster. And you say, well, give me a title shot Saturday night. Why should we give you a title shot Saturday night when you haven't defeated any tag team? You're just begun to become a tag team.
Oliver and the Destroyer will face you Saturday night, but we are not going to give you a title match because you don't deserve a title match. We're just going to destroy you, Daddy.
Frank Bottom, you know as well as everyone else here in the Northwest, you don't just come in and get a title shot just because you form a new tag team. You get two buddies that wants to come in against the champions. Two buddies don't just come in and get a title shot with Oliver the Destroyer. You prove yourself to us first, boy. And when you prove yourself that you can beat us, then we will give you a title shot because we're not scared of you. We're not running from nobody.
They're going to do it all by themselves next Saturday night. And look at this. Roddy Piper, I just pinned your butt.
That's the Army with the General Buddy Rose. Back at the Portland Sports Arena. Two-man teams. Aren't they going at it? Everybody at the same time. Buddy Rose, no longer the playboy, now the married man. Marrying Tony Ray Bourne. If the name sounds familiar, yep. The daughter of tough Tony Bourne. Tony Ray is the brother, of course, of Matt Bourne, and I understand that Matt, tough Tony, not too happy about the situation. But as Tony Ray said, they've got to do what they've got to do, and she has to do what she has to do. So, can understand that and respect it. The man in the striped shirt, a legend in professional wrestling. Still wrestling at the age of 63 occasionally. He did Tuesday night. Talking about Lou Thesz. The Army, 2/3 of it, or half of it if you count Stasiak. Watch out. Regal dropped over the top rope. And they've got face locks. Buddy Rose with a face lock on Roddy Piper. Steve Regal is caught in a face lock by Rip Oliver. There is a guy that is beyond himself. That shot you saw, the guy standing up. He has been up and down, leading chairs out in the aisle. He can't stay in his seat. He's getting his money's worth tonight. So is she. Arm held up once. Regal stays up. Can't put him away. Regal starting to come back against Oliver. Piper in danger of being put away. They lost the first fall. Double knee lift on Rose. Roundhouse left. Piper and Regal. Heads twang together. Well, Buddy Rose won. Almost a pin of Piper. As the bumper sticker said, Buddy Rose can actually say it. He's going to Hawaii tomorrow. Here today, gone to Maui. Double body slam on Piper and Regal. And double miss elbow check and knee drops. Roddy Piper caught a count of 2. Piper catches that taped thumb from Oliver. And the karate thumb given right back to Oliver by Piper. Buddy Rose tied up in the top 2 rope. wrapped up in the ropes. They've got them both wrapped up now. Oliver in the near rope. Rose on the right side. Piper raining blows. Oliver gets out. His fingers now finally slip out. Rose gets a knee up. Catches Piper coming in. They got a kick. Now Rose is unloosed by the referee and Oliver. Team of Rose. Oliver, remember, won the first fall. Regal's out of the ring. Here comes Rose with a drop kick and he nailed Oliver. Piper dropped out of the way at the last second. Double whip. Collision in the middle of the ring. Rose goes flying out almost in the front row. Uh-oh. Rose gets the hair slammed into a chair. Roddy Piper doing the slamming. Double drop kick on Oliver. Rose coming in. Saved the pin on Oliver. Regal almost had it. Oliver being worked on by Regal. Oliver goes out of the ring. Piper and Regal working on Rose. Airplane spin coming up. The Roddy Piper special. Matt Bourne using it on occasion. Roddy Piper. 1, 2, it's all square. I haven't seen anybody use that all the time that I've been doing wrestling here in the Northwest, except Roddy Piper.
Regal and Roddy Piper.
And this sucker is all even at a fall apiece. Third, concluding fall coming up. Don't go away. A lot of action remaining on Portland Wrestling after we hear from Alan Tonkin for Marv Tonkin Ford.
Hi, Cheryl Jenkins with a message from the Family Ford store. That's Marv Tonkin Ford.
And Roddy Piper.
Well, Frank, first of all, I'd like to shake Roddy Piper's hand. Roddy, you're one hell of a man. That's all I got to say. I wish we could team up. I wish you could stay here forever, Frank. What a combination right here. Dynamite and lightning right here. Roddy's not going to be here for this is last night, but I'm glad to be his partner. I hope somewhere along the future down the line we get to team up again together.
I'll tell you the truth, you know. Last time I was here, I was a little afraid to come back, you see, because last time I was here, I got there in that squared circle, and the whole room was full of people, and there I let that old bubbly belly beat me 1, 2, 3 right in the middle of the ring, you see. So then I get up and I go and win the U.S. title by luck there, and I want to come back because all of a sudden Bubbly Belly's coming out here. He's got a big pink tie on, on. He's got nice purple pants on, lime green suit on. Guy looks like a pinball machine in heat, brother. Coming out here, telling me over the camera what kind of a woman I am. And what kind of a playboy he is. This guy here, he sucks his arms and his shoulders here, putting hickeys all over himself, trying to convince you he's got women. Yeah, well, I've seen some of his women. I've seen some of his women, you see. I've seen some of your girlfriends, Buddy Rose. I saw one girlfriend. She was so ugly you had to put a pork chop around her neck just so the dog would play with her. But I'll tell you something else. You come up here, and all of a sudden you say you're married. Well, I guess that's okay. You know, I ain't going to say nothing bad about nobody's wife because she seems to be a pretty lady. What she's doing going out with an ugly old sucker like you now, I don't know. But she seems like a pretty lady. Well, I'll tell you something. That's fine that you went there and got married, Buddy Rose. Well, I have one more thing. You see, you people don't owe me not a doggone thing, man. If anything, I owe you folks. Because it's because of people like you that gave me a chance to get some fights. So now I got just a second. No. Hey, I ain't begging for no compliments here now. Hang on just a second. Now, I got one thing. You remember little Joel Cox, the little fellow there with muscular dystrophy, coming up here and, oh, yeah, now you're going to say, yeah, Roddy Piper, you're going to be asking us for a whole bunch more money. Well, wrong. Let me tell you something. I got one more contestant to go through, and then I'm going to get myself a crack at the World Heavyweight Wrestling Championship. Now you see, the champion, he can name the date, but the challenger can name the place, brother. So what I say is this. These little fellas here got so much guts, these poor little Joel Cox, this little fella here, he's got more guts than I got, more guts than anybody's got, and the only reason he's sitting down there, the only reason he needs a little help is because we ain't got enough money. So I'll tell you what, Mr. Owens, Mr. Promoter, if you get this right here in Portland, if you have this fight right here in Portland, anytime, any place, I will give my entire purse, every cent I make, to muscular dystrophy, to whatever the heck you want. Because you see, folks, there's some people like Rose, and there's some people like you. You see, you fly with the eagles, folks. Rose, he scratches with the chickens. I'd just like you to say just one thing, brother. Just one thing, and it's been my pleasure to be a guest of the Great Northwest. Thank you.
Steve Regal and Roddy Piper.
Woo!
Well, anything might happen. We'll be right back. We're going to pause for this timeout.
That he wants to wrestle the World Heavyweight Champion here in Portland. Piper, when the World Champion ever comes around to Portland, it's going to be Buddy Rose against the World Champion.
Well, Larry Neat. He works with those people. Wouldn't that be something? Roddy Piper against, well, right now it's Harley Race. And the chase is on. Third and deciding fall. I'm sure we have a standby about. If this doesn't go to our TV time limit, man, I would think that would sell out the Coliseum.
Remaining. 3 minutes.
That time is flying. We're down to 3 minutes left. That's hard to believe. I think we're out of commercial timeouts. Double on the back first body slam. Watch out. Buddy Rose up with a chair. Lays it on the back of Piper. Regal, and he caught it. Regal coming over to help. Everybody's outside of the ring. They're double teaming on Piper, calling for the bell. The bell being called for, I think, was it a double count out or a disqualification? Piper's got a chair, and he's putting it to Rose. It's been stopped. The match has been stopped by the referee. Whether it was no, it's a disqualification. Regal and Piper win it on an DQ. Must have been the chair being used. We're going to keep it right here. No more commercial breaks. Piper and Regal winning it. That leaves Piper undefeated for his trip through the Midwest, through the Northwest. Check it. If you think I'm a little excited, you're right. You got it. Oh, what a wild one. What a wild crowd. There's more to go after we get off television. Matt Bourne and a big one against Stan Stasiak. Whew. Well, all over the Pacific Northwest. It's been Roddy Piper week. They had a near sellout in Tacoma. They had a sellout in Seattle, near sellout. They had a turnaway crowd here at the Portland Sports Arena Tuesday night. They had a near turnaway crowd here at the Portland Sports Arena tonight. Longview, all over the place. Sellouts all over the place for Roddy Piper. And he wins again tonight with Steve Regal over Oliver and Buddy Rose.
Just a minute, Frank Bonneman. Steve Regal, next week you're not going to have Roddy Piper here to take care of you, boy. It'll be you and Matt Bourne against Men the Destroyer, and Men the Destroyer is going to pay you back for what you did tonight. Piper's not going to be here holding up on your side, Steve Regal. It's going to be me and you one-on-one, and you going down, boy, next Saturday night.
Matt Bourne, Tony Bourne, I didn't see you come up here tonight and tell the people what you thought about me and my new wife. Well, I'll tell you what, you better think about it, Matt Bourne. I'll tell you something. If you were smart, you would listen to what your sister said, and you could see how the Playboy's living. How would you like to live like me? Piper, you're not going to be here next week. I'm not going to be here next week. It's going to be Bourne and Regal against my champions. And I'll tell you what, Piper, that was a great feeling hitting you over the head and the back with a chair. And I'm sure it was a great feeling you hit me over the back and the head with a chair. When will we meet again? When and where and what kind of a match? I will always be waiting. Don't go too far, Piper, because I am never going to stop with you. I know you're never going to stop with me. Piper and Rose will meet again someday, somewhere, and you people will hear about it. Bourne and Regal against you and the Destroyer next Saturday. Take care of them because you don't need me now.
Frank Bonneman, enjoy your honeymoon. We will make sure we take care of them two boys.
That's Rip Oliver. He and the Destroyer, tag team champions. Whew. Well, I'll tell you what, we have just about 50 seconds left. I just want to take the opportunity to say this. This has been one of the most outstanding, energy-filled, exciting weeks in professional wrestling I have ever seen, and I'm sure that the Northwest has ever seen. Roddy Piper was the center of it. That was the what of what was happening, but the why, sports fans, wrestling fans, you guys and gals turned out in record numbers wherever Piper went, was here tonight. And it all is because of the popularity of wrestling, and you make the popularity. Thank you very much for myself, for wrestling, and for Roddy Piper. From the Portland Sports Arena, this has been Portland Wrestling.
Here for the